kind of do that sort of thing. Like, hey, our outfit is
So we're building support for like kind of we sort of look at it as 3 different play styles. One is the single player sort of more lone wolf style, which would be like how a single player person that played Privateer or Freelance did. Then there's sort of the small group. So think of that more like a battlefield, kind of you and 3 or 4 of your buddies working together as a sort of tight, like tactical unit or something. And then there'll be a bigger group or clan setup, and each one of those has things they can do and things that are like tuned for them. So like you'll be able to like have a big group clan hangar, and they will allow you to sort of get together and buy or build or get certain things that you could get as a big group that you wouldn't get as a smaller group. And the small group would have things they could do that the bigger group couldn't do, and so on. So,
like a Bengal carrier.
Well, we're not going to let you be able to buy a Bengal carrier.
Like attack, like you need like a huge.
Yeah, you definitely need a new group. You can't like just kind of hang out with you and 2 buddies and that thing.
Swipe the keys or something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is because like my guys
all
my guys are like MLG guys. Like a couple of them are meeting down in Anaheim for the Southern Section Championships later tonight.
It's like stealing a Titan
and they're all super competitive PvP players, like guys who pay the game, like Counter-Strike old guys, and we're all very serious about getting the first Bengal carrier.
All right.
Like, the first one, and that's why at least 15 of us have taken like the first week off work for the launches, so it's gonna be game on.
So that's your commitment, 1 week Bengal carrier.
Oh well, yeah, we want to get the
7 days.
first. We want to be the first because we did Star Wars Old Republic before the game died. For the most part, like we did most of like the firsts of like all that stuff, like the first dungeon runs, the first this, and like we used fraps. And I was actually gonna ask you, is it fraps that we should use to capture gameplay, or will there be an in-game like PlanetSide has like an in-game engine where?
I don't know yet. We kind of want to support. We want to support the ability to basically broadcast, capture your gameplay. So I'm not quite sure what the right answer for that is yet. I mean, fraps is always a pretty easy thing to do. But
yeah, I mean, I've used fraps for Guild Wars and all that stuff.
Yeah, we kind of use it for some of our internal capturing right now, but we may put an SDK in that will like handle that. It sort of all depends. And we're also going to allow you the ability to sort of have observer positions. So like you should be able to like go to different like places and just like hang outside Earth and watch ships come and go and stuff.
They got a question about planets and stars. Like, will they all have like the relative or own gravity? Like,
well,
If I go to the bathroom, will I wake up with most of myself in a crater?
So
in
no,
Minnesota?
we're not simulating the planets correctly in terms of proper gravity and orbital paths, because that just becomes a bit too much fidelity that's kind of hard to appreciate. So I wouldn't say. I mean, basically, if you get too close to a planet, you'll probably get pulled in and burn up in the atmosphere or something. But really, there isn't really sort of gravity the same way.
yeah, I'm not saying like something like super accurate, but at least like if you keep going straight real close, you're gonna get slowly pulled in. And
I think if you keep going straight, you may start damaging yourself as you start to. You're like we'll play some sequence of you sort of maybe burning up in the atmosphere.
yeah, that's the first time I tried. So I played Freelancer, and I was like, oh, how do I land on the planet? I would just go into the atmosphere. I didn't know you had to actually go. It was docking range to the planet.
Right.
And I was like, okay, not going to do that again.
We come out at 1. I think I spent an hour